everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing something very exciting. So, as we all know, Onyx Storm came out on the 21st. I actually went to a midnight book release party from the 20th to the 21st so that I could get my copy. I have it right here with me, but I want this to be the best experience ever. I love this series, like I love it so much. And so, I have all three books here. I'm lucky enough to have all first editions of all of these because I was obsessed with it from the jump, and I just realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like an original fan, so I'm proud of myself. But I'm gonna be rereading Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and then reading for the first time Onyx Storm. This is a beautiful book. Like, I don't know, I'm excited. Very excited to finally get to this one. But I think that this is going to be good. I've been kind of in a slumpish mood, so I think rereading is one of the biggest things that people say like can help you get back into your groove. And then, as we all know, or most of us know, the ending of this book is crazy. So being able to go to that book after rereading this one is going to be amazing. With that being said, I'm definitely not excited to read this one because this is my least favorite one so far. It's huge and a lot of stuff happens, but it's okay. I did already start my reread of this book. I started like at the beginning of the week of last week, and I've been going through it very slowly. That's one of my goals for this year, is to read my books slowly, take my time, and like enjoy them more, because I felt like last year I was kind of just like rushing through my books and I wasn't really enjoying like reading. So I'm trying to do it differently this time around, and I am on chapter 23, I'm pretty sure. Stuff is just getting crazy. I was running today as I was listening to the audiobook, and I read the part where Xaden taught Violet how to shield, and then they had their first kiss, and like, I loved that. I loved that part. But yeah, so far I am on page 281, chapter 23. And I'm going to be reading these slowly. I'm going to be taking my time, and I'm going to be enjoying myself. That's my goal. I will not be reading those thick ass books though. I do have my lovely Kindle, and thank God both Fourth Wing and Iron Flame are on Kindle Unlimited. I don't think Onyx Flame is there yet. Onyx Flame? Onyx Storm is there yet, but that's not an issue because we already have the physical book, so I will have to carry that behemoth of a book. Actually, I think it's the smallest one. That makes me worried. With that being said, let's keep on reading these books and getting swept back into this beautiful world of Fourth Wing. Guys, sorry if my head looks like a grease ball. I just did my night's routine on my face, but I'm about to read some more. I think I'm gonna finish this tomorrow. I don't want to, so I think I'm gonna read it on paper now, just because it's gonna take me longer. I'm on chapter 31. I don't want to finish it because I know the way that Iron Flame ended. Yeah, so I just realized that chapter 30 is my favorite chapter of the book. Try to guess why. Actually, maybe chapter 29 and 30. We'll mix them up. But I think I'm gonna read a little bit on paper now, just for the vibes, because it is a vibe. I like my light yellow. I believe I have Onyx Storm right there, and I'm not reading it yet. I'm so excited. I'm so sad that I'm gonna finish Fourth Wing like tomorrow, because although I know I'm gonna love rereading Iron Flame and then finally getting to read Onyx Storm, I know that this one's always gonna be my favorite, and that kind of breaks my heart. Why do I feel like I want to cry? Why do I feel like I want to cry? Okay, whatever. Let's get to reading now. Oh my god. this. She is such, oh, I'm giggling, kicking my feet. I would be kicking my feet like this. So the lightning is very much against me. I am reading Iron Flame now, guys. So good so far. It's giving me the same angst that I had when I read it for the first time. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I feel like it was 2 years ago now. I am doing a little under eye mask. And I came to let you guys know that I might be a little different in my next clips because tomorrow I will be dyeing my hair. I'll be making a little bit of a transformation. It's gonna be a new era. So I came in to do my before. But very excited for that. And right now, all I want to do is finish Iron Flame. I'm still very much in the beginning. You guys are gonna think I'm almost done. Girl, I am 25% in. So ideally tonight I read for like maybe an hour and a half, and I get a little bit more into it. Also, because I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, I will be reading for a while it is getting done, so that's also good. But yeah, I just wanted to come and update you guys. I'm so excited. I'm actually very nervous. I don't think I'm gonna get much sleep tonight because of that. Also, I have so many other books that I want to read after I read Onyx that I don't think I'm gonna get a book hangover as bad as I did Iron Flame. Also, what was the ending? Like the ending of Iron Flame, like it was meant to not even give us anxiety. It's just meant to like give us a disease. Like that's not okay. She better not do it again. I feel like it's gonna be worse. That being said, I'm gonna let this face mask sink in. You guys are not gonna be getting the best lightning right now, but I will be enjoying myself and reading my book. I think I want to put on a little playlist. So let's feel the vibes. Is this what we're feeling? I think it is. Let's read. This is so my vibe. Okay everyone, it is the next day and I am back with some updates. Have I finished this book? Not yet. Mochi, what? I don't know what he wants. As soon as I got home, started organizing everything and just doing a bunch of chores that I needed to get done today. And I am happy to announce that I am now free for the rest of the evening. Not really. It's 1:10 and I'm free until 5 p.m. which is when I'm gonna go and play volleyball. Until then, we are gonna be indulging ourselves in this book. I hadn't even picked up Iron Flame yet because I've been reading it on my Kindle the entire time. And today I picked it up and tried to locate where I was. And I am on page 294, about to start chapter 33. This is... Should I just do spoilers? Because I feel like everyone and their mother has read this book already. But I'm around the part where, well, not around it. I'm literally in the part where they're going into the archives to try and find out more about the history of the wards. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm actually, okay. I had never before in my life done a reread of any book, and so my first one was obviously Fourth Wing, and this is my second one, Iron Flame. And reading them back to back, first of all, an amazing experience that I obviously didn't get to experience at first because I read Fourth Wing as soon as it came out. Same thing with this one, but they came out in like different periods of the year. Did they even come out in the same year? I'm not even sure, But you know, so getting to read them one right after the other, perfect. And I'm so excited to finally be getting close to Onyx Storm. I guess we can try to read the physical book because this is the biggest one of them all, I think. But okay, let's read it. And oh, also this is my hair. It's a strawberry blonde. I very much like it. I was very in shock. I called my mom so she could like go meet me at the hair salon. She went and she's like, I was like, I know. And then I am like, obviously I love it, but then I call my brother and he's like, you need to do your brows now. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But you know, it's a part of having older siblings, mainly of the opposite sex. Yeah, I'm gonna get to reading now. The view is so pretty. Florida is finally back to its usual weather. I don't know what that cold was, what they were trying to do to us Floridians, exterminate us. Yeah, those were a couple of rough weeks, and finally we're back to normal. Oh my gosh, I have reached the point of the book where they go up to get the luminary or whatever it's called, and this girl Kat, let me tell you, I want to kill her. I am so jealous. I'm so jealous. It's not healthy. I remember when I first read this, I literally skimmed through it because of the rage that I was feeling within. I get very jealous. This is killing me. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's because I've been reading all of it at once, like all together, but I physically want to get into this and beat her up. Oh my gosh, I feel so jealous. This is not healthy. Guys, this is not healthy. I need to change my ways. But oh my gosh, the rage I feel simmering within me, it's actually not good. I am on chapter 41. It says I only have 6 hours and 5 minutes left into this book, and I did want to finish it before 5 p.m. It's 10 a.m. right now. I'm about to go on my run. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the pages in the book just so I can. Okay, I'm in chapter 41, my least favorite chapter in the whole book, page 384, and oh my gosh, I'm officially like over the halfway point. I am so excited to finish this book and start Onyx. Wait, what's it called? Onyx Storm? This book is not it right now. The chapter, it's making me want to DNF. I'm kidding. I'm feeling so jealous. And I'm not ready. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, Onyx Storm. I'm literally about to read Onyx Storm. Like, what's gonna happen next? I'm anxious. Okay, so let me get ready to go, and then I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go read at the park. I finished. I read this behemoth. I read this huge book, but I did finish it, and I'm terrified to go onto this one. The ending of Iron Flame will just always get me. A lot of stuff happens. Spoiler alert, the mom kills me every single time. Her finding out that Andarna is a 7th type of dragon kills me every single time, because like, it's just a lot of things happening. Xaden. Do I even have to mention Xaden? I'm honestly, like, I haven't seen anything about this book. Like, I've kept to myself. I haven't been over here looking for stuff that I know I don't want to see. I don't think I'm ready. Also, this book is stunning. Can we talk about it? Gosh. Are you ready to see me carrying this around? Onyx Storm. This is insane. To the ones who don't run with the popular crowd, the ones who get caught reading under their desks, The ones who feel like they never get invited, included, or represented. Get your leathers. We have dragons to ride. This makes me want to cry. Oh my gosh. We have a little... Okay. See, like, I didn't even open the book, guys. I didn't even open it because I already knew. If I opened it, I feel like I wouldn't have closed it. I would have just read it. I love that we have this in here. Oh my gosh, I hope Sawyer's okay. I think Eric's gonna be a love interest in this book. Or actually no, because he's younger. But I think maybe Dane. She'll go back to Dane a little. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The way this ended in Xaden's POV, and now this is her going after him. I love how we got so much of Andarna on that first chapter. I will not be reading this book today because it's already 11:30 and I have a thing tomorrow for like literally the whole day. So I need to go to bed. I need to wake up at 6 a.m. So it's just not ideal right now. Okay, well, with that, I'm gonna let you guys know some of the things that I really want to see in this book, maybe the following ones. I want to see Andarna more. She was gone for majority of Iron Flame because of, you know, she was like growing kind of. So she was asleep while she was growing, which 100% makes sense. 100% get it. But I really want her to be more present on this one. And from the start, she was very present over here. So I definitely want her presence to be more like fundamental for like the whole thing. I want to bring back like the friend group. It's been present in this one, but I feel like it was a bigger thing on Fourth Wing. I want to bring that back, make it like a big thing on this one again. I want... Oh my gosh, random people are subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Sorry, I got distracted. I want to get more romance, but I kind of want it to be toxic. It was kind of toxic all throughout this one, but I feel like I want like another person to come stir things up, whether it be Dane, which I don't think it's gonna happen, or Eric. I really like Eric. For some reason, like the fact that he's like a prince technically, right? My mind just keeps going back to him. I think I would really love to just something, like just a little thing to like get her out of Xaden, but then she'd be like, oh, I'm back. I'm toxic, guys. I am. In books, not in real life, I hope. But okay, I'm gonna put these books down. I really do need to go to bed now. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. He's such a baby. We love him. Let's talk about this book because it's really freaking good. I am reading Onyx Storm. As we all know, I finally made it to the third book so far. Actually, I saw a TikTok, I think like yesterday, that there were gonna be, I think 5 books in this series. That kind of scares me, I'm not gonna lie. I am on page 110, about to start chapter 13. I think I'm gonna be up late tonight reading. It's 10:15 right now, and I think I'm good for like at least 1 more hour of reading tonight. I'm loving this book so much so far, and I think I'm just gonna talk about the things that happened, so I guess it'll be spoiler from now on. But so far, Xaden and Violet, perfect. I love their connection right now. I love how, you know, they're struggling because they're going through a lot. Their connection is still very beautiful and very strong. I do feel as though there's for sure gonna be something that's gonna happen in that front. Also, I think it was either at the end of Iron Flame or the beginning of this one, there was an excerpt, like these little things, right, where her mom, I think it was a letter to her dad, an unsent letter to her dad, talking about how her two previous like boyfriends or love interests, like she fell really hard for them and something happened. Like it gave some sort of like an idea that something happened and they haven't mentioned it at all. So I'm very curious to see how that could come around and fit into this somehow, because I really want to see some romantic drama. You guys already know me. Regarding the actual adventures and everything that is going on, how is Xaden a duke? Like, that's kind of crazy. I love the way they told her, because they were making jokes about it before. They're like, oh, giving like very royal-esque you know, talks over here. And then they're like, yeah, if you guys are together, then you could be a duchess. Is that how you say it? So that was funny. I love that she went into battle. I'm very intrigued on this new character. I don't know her name. The one, that girl that almost killed Garrett. What's her name? Theophany. I'm very intrigued on her. I have some sort of feeling that she's either gonna become Violet's best friend or they're gonna be the rivals until the end sort of vibe. Also, she's still trying to get info on how to save Xaden / cure Xaden. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be savable ever. And if it is savable, I feel like they're gonna still be together for this book. Then something's gonna happen that's gonna bring them apart for the 4th book. And then the 5th one is where she cures him and they come back together. That's what I'm thinking. That's the only way that I see her still being with Xaden. Because other than that, she's for sure gonna switch him up and go for somebody else. I'm not saying that that's what I want to happen. I just think like it's like either or. So far, I'm absolutely loving this book. And I'm actually reading a nonfiction at the same time as I'm reading this, but the nonfiction is currently my runs book because I like to listen to audiobooks when I run. So I'm reading 2 books at once. I also wanted to say that this one, I feel like it's a movie in my head. I can see everything perfectly. This usually happens to me. I'm very lucky in that regard, that whenever I read fantasy books or anything really, I guess fiction books, I can just picture it all in my head perfectly. And I absolutely love that. Mochi wants attention. And with this book, same thing. I so far can picture it perfectly. I am reading it very slowly because I want to keep all the information. Sometimes I go back and I'm like, who did what and why and how? But I'm very much enjoying it. The movie is going on and I'm loving it so far. Do you guys think I can finish this by next Monday? So like within the week. Today is Monday. I have a full week of life, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna read chapter 13 now. Very excited to keep reading this book. It's very good. So good actually. So let's do that. Okay guys, I have finished Onyx Storm. It's a 6 stars for me. First of all, it's perfect. This book is perfect actually. The way it's written, it's so good. There's drama for every step of the way and you just can't step away from this book. Sorry, my curtains are going crazy. You just can't step away from this book because it's like there's always something happening, but the way it all fits into the story so perfectly is something that I love this series. Like, I love this series so much. I have no words. The ending of this book is hurtful. You know, it is a lot, you know, but it only means that, you know, we have more to look up to on the next ones. I appreciate this book and this series so much. I feel like it takes me to a different reality in a way that not every single book does, and I am a big imagination girly when I'm reading. I can see it all in my head, but the way that I can picture these so easily and so perfectly, I don't know if it's because I have a connection with this writing or with the characters or with the whole thing, the whole plot, the whole story in itself, but I really appreciate these books. And Onyx Storm, it's so much more than I expected it to be, and I already had very high expectations for this book. All in all, like, obviously I can't really talk too much about it, but my main points is how there's drama everywhere. I love that. The romance, so good, so good. It gives you that heartbreak feeling throughout the entire book, but then there's moments where you just feel the love so purely that it's hard to even describe it, but that's kind of the way that I felt about this book. The adventures that they go through are perfect. The way that the found family becomes bigger and more deep and more meaningful every single step of the way is truly beautiful, and the way that we get to know so much about each of the characters and each of their own personal life, although we are looking into the whole thing from Violet's point of view. The way that we get to know all of these characters is crazy. I love this book. I love this series, and I really recommend it. I would say that so far, Fourth Wing is still #1 for me. I would say Onyx Storm comes right after, because what is in this? How is it so good? How did she know what amount of each character to put into it, which characters to develop, which ones to leave be? And I have no words. This was truly, like, I wish I could ever do something like this ever in my life. And then in third place, I will place Iron Flame, simply because I don't know why. I feel like this one is a more, oh, actually I do know why, because Xaden and Violet are apart for a long time, so that kind of makes me sad. And she's also not really within the found family for this book because she's trying to save everyone, you know. I would just like to mention about Onyx Storm really quick. I loved the presence of Andarna in this book. I feel like people aren't really talking about that too much. I finished this book last night and I immediately went on TikTok and I loved going onto it, you know. But I have noticed that not a lot of people talk about it. I loved the presence of Andarna in this book. I loved her dialogue, like the way that we can see her growing from the first one up until this one. I absolutely loved that. There was a moment there, spoiler alert, where, you know, we were scared, rightfully so. But I'm so glad that we get to keep Andarna as one of the characters. She's perfect. I love her. Also, this book was hilarious compared to the other ones. I feel like she has been upping the funny part of this series. Like, the first one wasn't that funny, but then Iron Flame was a little bit, and now this one is just straight up hilarious. There's a lot of moments in here that I loved. But yeah, I feel like the introduction of the new characters that were introduced in this book, the placement of each of them, the world building was absolutely beautiful. I loved this book. I have nothing else to say. I feel like it's pretty clear that I've loved it. I love this series with my entire heart, and you can expect me to reread all 3 of these in a couple of years when the 4th one comes out, because I think I will do it. I feel like I have to do it, just because this is so good. It's just so sad that not every single book hits like this, but when these books hit, it's the best feeling you ever have. I feel like I'm part of a little family, of a little community of everybody else that also loves these books, and I absolutely love that. Also, making it into a series, and I can't wait to not watch it because I'm terrified of watching TV shows off of book series that I love and then start to not like them as much because they don't fit in with what I pictured in my head. So thank you so much for coming with me on my journey of rereading Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and finally getting to read Onyx Storm. These books are amazing. They are perfect, and I recommend to everyone out there. And hopefully the next book comes out soon. But yeah, thank you for coming with me on this journey, and I'll see you guys, I don't know when.